such a beautiful facility. And when did you all get started? I mean, how long have you been here doing this?
We've been here near on 20 years, but our focus has always been to not just simply keep animals for the sake of keeping animals, but to have a good reason why we have the animals in captivity. We, more than anybody else, would love to see the animals roaming free. But we feel that the animals that we do have in captivity should represent some sort of value for the animals which are still out in the wild. And that value could be gleaned through research and education and awareness. You know, we get many visitors that come here. They're totally unaware because they live in an urban environment. They've been disconnected from the reality of what is happening out in nature. Many people don't even realize that our species are simply going extinct. We're all against cruelty to animals. We're actually all would love to see the animals in free range, out in the wild. But I think it's in Africa, only 3% of the natural range that animals had is still viable for wildlife. We have a responsibility to manage what we have. Roughly 10 years ago, we started investing finances that we generated through tourism with the goal of building a research facility. We've been hosting research for almost 20 years. And the researchers have had to work either under a tree or on the back of a pickup truck, which hasn't been optimal for the researchers. It also hasn't been optimal for the animals. Now we have a beautiful facility which we built at our own cost, where the animals can enjoy temperature-controlled environment, clean water, electricity. The researchers are able to work with proper lighting, proper equipment. That has done a lot for the welfare of the animals as well. You know, we can work with the animals day or night, summer or winter. It's just so much better for the welfare of the animal. We have a track record of more than 25 peer-reviewed university publications. Some of our research has been world first, groundbreaking research. Our facility was the very first in the world to produce lion cubs through artificial insemination. It's a fantastic protocol which can now be applied to other cat species. Our animals were also formed the basis of the white gene research project, which was published in probably the most prestigious scientific journal, Nature Communications. We've had many very successful research projects pertaining to artificial reproductive techniques, like for instance semen collection. Our facility was involved in pioneering the catheter method, where you insert a catheter right into the prostate, into the reservoir, the semen reservoir there, and then through capillary action that semen would be sucked up into the tube. And you get a 100% pure semen sample, uncontaminated, highly concentrated. So that makes banking more successful.
Right.
We currently are doing a project with the cheetahs. All the cameras were set up and everything. And we've got a researcher who is busy with about a 5-year long-term research project in tracking the estrous cycle of the cheetah female, because breeding cheetahs in captivity is very difficult. You know, we think at the moment there's 20,000 lions roughly. 200 years ago there were about way in excess of 1 million lions worldwide. Now there's only 20,000, which is shocking. Cheetah numbers are down to between 5,000 and 6,000. So they're far more challenged. And they have also in the last couple of 100 years been through a genetic bottleneck. So their genetic diversity is already very limited. And now the decreased number is also a challenge. You know, no single piece of research is the solution in conservation. But every brick that you're able to put down builds the house.
Yes.
Every project we do is a brick which contributes. Our veterinarian, we had a bit of a problem with one of the cheetahs giving birth, and she consulted one of the cheetah experts in our country. And he said, well, we just use the protocol for a dog. Now, cheetah's not a dog.
No.
But if you don't have information, you have to use some sort of a protocol, and they were using the protocol of a dog. Now we have a cheetah protocol. So we're rewriting the textbook. We are able to do ultrasound scanning of our pregnant females without anesthesia. They've been trained to come onto the platform. They lie down completely flat on the left-hand side. We do the scan. Then they turn around. You don't even have to tell them. They know when you're finished. It's now they need to turn around. They turn around. You do the scans. Your sample collection. Everything that you need to do, and they hop off the platform and go back to the enclosure without any form of anesthesia whatsoever. And I mean, isn't that fantastic? Being able to do research with no harm to the animal.
Exactly.